Hello everybody, welcome back to Crofton Sports Extra. I'm your host Spencer Smith, and let's dive right on into the first subject of today. So, could Sam Howell potentially be the QB1 in Washington for the foreseeable future? So Sam Howell had his first career start with the Washington Commanders this past week. They beat the Cowboys 26-6. That win was more because of their defense than necessarily Sam Howell. They didn't ask Sam Howell to do a whole lot. They were very conservative with their play calling. He only threw the ball 18 times with 11 of 18 passing. Did throw a touchdown, but no picks. So Sam Howell, he was a fifth-round pick this past year in the draft. But something that I feel as though a lot of people forgot is that Sam Howell was a guy that was supposed to be a top 5 pick at one point. His first 2 years at North Carolina were nothing short of stellar. Going into his junior year, a lot of people thought he was going to be a top 5 quarterback, was going to be up there with some of the best quarterbacks in the league. Obviously, his junior year, his stats did dip quite a bit at UNC. His completion percentage went down. His touchdowns went down. His interceptions went up. He did show some signs of decline, but this guy has elite talent. He has exceptional arm strength. Decent size, not super tall, only about 6'1", but has a pretty stocky, sturdy build, pretty durable player. Yeah, if I'm the Commanders, I'm really thinking about giving him a shot. I think it's clear to say that they're done with Carson Wentz. I don't see him as being in their long-term plans. Taylor Heineke, obviously, he's almost 30, within the XFL for a while. He's a fun guy to watch. He's a fan favorite, but I don't think the Commanders ever looked at him as their guy. He just lacks the tools that you need in today's NFL to win. Doesn't have great size, obviously, only about 5'11". Doesn't have a great arm at all. So if I'm Washington in the offseason, I'm thinking we already got our guy at quarterback. Like, let's address some other positions in the draft. I'm looking to draft an offensive lineman, maybe another linebacker. The defensive line is set. I mean, that's one of the best defensive line units in the league. So I don't even think that's a worry for them at all. So in the draft, I'm definitely looking at another position other than quarterback. Maybe get some good free agent acquisitions, because I really think this Washington team has a win now type roster. I mean, they got some good players. Like I mentioned, their D line is great. They got Chase Young, they got Jonathan Allen, they got Ron Payne. I mean, this team is like loaded.
So you're done. Continue.
Their wide receiver unit is no joke either. Obviously, they got Terry McLaurin. They're clear-cut number 1. They just drafted Jahan Dotson in the first round. Dude's looking legit for sure. Curtis Samuel is not a bad option either. He wasn't healthy last year, but this year he finally was healthy, and he looked pretty damn good, honestly. They're at running back. They got a nice 1-2 punch with Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. So this team could really make some noise in the NFC next year. I would not sleep on them at all. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all again next week.